Hello and welcome to Digi8.com. In this video, we are going to cover the topic on team management. Now let's start with the definition of team management. A company's or individual's capability to manage and arrange a group of people to finish the task is known as team management. It includes interaction, setting goals and objectives, appraisals based on performance, and teamwork. It is the ability to recognize issues and resolve disputes in a team. Next, why is team management important? A cohesive leadership approach in any organization or team is encouraged by team management, especially when team building is adopted. Resolving problems becomes more manageable when critical thinking and negotiation are adopted. Open interaction between members of a team and managers are promoted. It also stresses on active listening and communication abilities. Members of a team and managers working towards a clearly defined shared objective is ensured. Next, elements of a healthy and successful team. First, shared goal. Team leaders need to lay shared goals for the complete team to achieve. With the help of this, an optimum effort will be put by the team members to achieve the goal. Next, established roles and responsibilities. Doubts about the roles and responsibilities of individual team members lead to minimal contribution from their end. Hence, the team leader must lay down clear roles and responsibilities for all team members and make sure they work cohesively. Next, lay boundaries. It is essential to lay boundaries and maintain authority even though team members must be treated kindly and respectfully. And finally, successful communication. Message can be conveyed promptly to the prospective recipient with the help of a successful channel. With the help of this, the operations and decision making of team can be swift. Moving on to team management techniques. The three broad techniques that we're going to discuss. First is command and control. Military management concepts are the basis of this method of team management. Here, members of the team are punished if they do not adhere to instructions from their team leader about finishing task. Next, engage and create. Since the command and control method is not effective and has restrictions, an alternative management method called engage and control is devised. The contribution and participation of the members of the team are encouraged in this approach. And the final one, Econ 101. In this method, a fundamental assumption of monetary rewards as a successful encouragement to the team members is made by the leaders. They assume that rewarding members monetarily for performance and punishing them for failures is an effective management technique. Next, team management skills. These include, first, transparent interaction, second, emotional intelligence, third, organizational abilities, fourth, capability to assign tasks, fifth, openness, sixth, problem-resolving skills, and finally, skills to make decisions. Moving on to problems in team management. First, no trust among team members. In his book called The 5 Dysfunctions of a Team, a video that we've also made on this channel, Patrick Lencioni says the absence of vulnerability-based trust is harmful to a team. Vulnerability-based trust refers to members being okay with trusting each other with advice, asking for assistance, being vulnerable around each other, acknowledging mistakes, etc. Next, fear of disputes. This is when members are afraid of disagreements or arguments with other team members or the team leader. Teams cannot be teams if members hesitate to share opinions due to the fear of disputes. This will result in the ideas and contribution coming only from one person. Decisions are not arrived at through discussions. Next, absence of commitment. Disagreement or disapproval can be hinted at with the absence of input from a team member about a decision. This hinders the progress and activity of a team. Sharing opinions is essential for generating new ideas. Hesitation to do so will affect the organization or the project. And finally, avoidance of accountabilities. Members trying to avoid taking responsibility for the actions within a team is known as avoidance of accountability. Team members will not want to take responsibility for the consequences of the decision when they are not committed to it. Next, let's look at some benefits of team management. First, successful team building. Next, improves productivity. Third, encourages learning. Fourth, employee satisfaction. And finally, improves performance. And now let's look at a team management example. In this case, the example of Sir Alex Ferguson. When Alex Ferguson took over as a manager of Manchester United, the club was in awful straits. It hadn't won a league title in nearly 20 years. During his 26 years with the English club Manchester United, he won 38 trophies, including 13 Premier League titles, 5 FA Cups, and 2 Champions League titles. Ferguson's last season was in 2012. During that time, Anita Alberse, an Harvard Business School professor, had the chance to observe his management style. She did so through detailed interviews and recurring visits. In this synergetic interpretation, she explained Ferguson's formula in 8 parts as observed by her. Lesson 1. Start with the foundation. When you give young people a chance, you not only create a longer lifespan for the team, you also create loyalty. They will always remember that you were the manager who gave them their first opportunity, as stated by Sir Alex Ferguson. Moving on, the second lesson, dare to rebuild your team. He stated, the hardest thing is to let go of a player who has been a great guy. But all the evidence is on the field. If you see the change, the deterioration, you have to ask yourself, what are the things going to be like 2 years ahead? Third lesson, set high standards and hold everyone accountable. As he said, I constantly told my squad that working hard all your life is a talent. But I expected even more from star players. I expected them to work even harder. Next lesson, never ever cede control. There are occasions, he stated, when you have to ask yourself whether certain players are affecting the dressing room atmosphere, the performance of the team, and your control of the players and the staff. If they are, you have to cut the cord. Next lesson, match the message to the moment. As he stated, for a player, for any human being, there is nothing better than hearing, well done. Those are the 2 best words ever invented. Next, never stop adapting. Most people with my kind of track record do not look to change, but I always felt I couldn't afford not to change. And the final 2 lessons, number 7, rely on the power of observation. As he stated, I came to see observation as a critical part of a management skill. The ability to see things is key, or more specifically, the ability to see things you don't expect to see. And finally, prepare to win. As he stated, I am a gambler, a risk taker, and you can see that in how we played in the last stages of matches. If we were still down, say 1-2, with 15 minutes to go, I was ready to take more risk. I was perfectly happy to lose 1-3 if it meant we would given ourselves a good chance to draw or to win. So in those last 15 minutes, we would go for it. So that's it, folks. This brings an end to the topic on team management. These are some of the sources and links referred to for the content in the video.
Thank you and see you in the next video.